Hello Light Heroes! This month, kay September na, kapit na Pasko, and daghan sa taog, naka-line up na activities for September. So, we will be going to Bohol sa Great Minds Learning Academy on September 19, next week. And after that, on the weekend, 21-22, we will also be going to Dipolog City for another activity. And after that, on the 25th, Tuesday, the week after, kay naasad ta activity sa Mandawi, sa Workplace Cafe. So, we also received kanang mga request. So, that's why magbota karon og another video. So, this is our second video on how to assemble the solar night lamps in a bottle. So stay tuned. So these are the components needed so that we can build our solar night lamps in a bottle. First is our solid state components, transistor, diode, and LED. So our kit already comes with the pre-connected components to avoid damages on the transistors. Like on the previous workshops that we had a lot of damages on a transistor. And next is our solid wires. They are already stripped so that it can be easily connected later. So we have a 4 inches and 9 inches solid wire. Next is our solar panel, our battery, lithium-ion battery, and our USB cord. For our tools, we have our long nose pliers, the cutter, electrical tape, and scissor. Also, we have this electronic digital caliper, which would measure the diameter of the mouth of the bottles. For example, this is a regular mineral bottle. Let's measure its diameter. It's 27.4 millimeter or 1.08 inches. So let's stick with millimeter. Next, we have a soda bottle. That is 24.2 millimeter. And I think this is a juice bottle. 34.9, 34.8 millimeter. And another juice bottle, 25 millimeter. So there are different types of the PET plastic bottles that we can use for the solar night lamp in a bottle. So for those have large diameters, we can just use the cardboard so that the battery will fit in the bottle. Okay, so first is connect the red wire or the positive wire to the positive side of the LED. Just wrap the wire in the positive side. Okay, next would be the white wire or the negative side. Connect it to the negative of the diode. Okay, so our positive wire and negative wire is already connected. So as you can see, there is an excess leg here for the diode. What we need to do is to cut Okay, so next is you cut the leg of the diode and then leave like a small part of the leg so that you can bend it and lock. It's called the cut and lock technique. There's also the twist and lock technique. Okay. Alright, next would be to use your 4 inches AWG24 solid wire. So use the one with an inch exposed copper wire and lock it on top of your positive wire. Make sure it's placed in correctly. You just have to pinch it with the long nose plier. So that's done. Next is to use your 9-inch wire. Connect it to the other end of the diode. Like this. And rub it there. Okay, so once that's done, make a cut and then bend it. It will serve as the lock. Okay. Alright, so next would be to put an electrical tape for the wires for housekeeping. Just make sure that there is a good distance between the positive and the negative sides of the system. Okay, good. Right, now we're ready to connect our battery. But before that, so the short wire will go to the positive side and the long wire will go to the negative side. The best way to do this is to make a spring or a coil from the solid wires and then put a tape on top. Okay, so now we're gonna make a spring. So ako lang sa gulag Bisaya kay nanosblade na ko. So, magbuhat og spring gamit ang atong banana cue stick. So ato na i-wrap ang short wire. And then, natin spring. Okay, so what we need to do now is connect positive side of the battery to the short wire, which is also the positive side of the LED. So this is money ang porma, and we're gonna put a tape on top. And then another tape here. Okay, so let me just cut some tapes. Okay, so first is tape on top of the spring, So, nganong nag-spring man ta? The rationale behind is para if ever maluag ang atong tape, the coil will still connect with the battery when it springs up. So let's put another tape here. Okay, so our positive side is already connected. Now for good housekeeping, we're gonna put a tape also at the bottom. Okay. Okay. So next is to connect the negative side or the negative wire going to our negative side of the battery. So again, we need to make a spring to connect the wire to the battery because our design is solderless. So mag-spring na sad ta murag spring notebook. Make sure nga na enough diameter. That's why we're using kanang stick sa barbecue. Okay. So you just have to press it there. So as you can see, if ever maluag na ang tape pohon, so mo spring up ang atong spring para wala loose connection in the future. Okay, so tape on top and then another tape. So we're gonna do it this way. First, and we're gonna put the tape here para malak siya. Okay, that's it. So you don't need to really put the tape on the whole battery kay sayang ra kayo itong electrical tape. Mura po ka ng mommy if atong baluton tanan. So just the tape here, and that's it. Now, we can actually test it already after this. So we just need to plug in the USB plug to the solar panel. Now, if ever ang solar panel makakita og hayag or enough na hayag, dapat ma-off ang atong LED. If dili enough ang hayag, dapat musiga ang atong LED. So, ito na naon. Okay? So, nagsiga atong LED because the light is not enough or medyo dim gamay. Okay, so once you have connected the positive wire to the negative wire for the spring connection, that means we are 90% finished. 90%. So that the next 10% would be connecting the bottle. But the whole circuit, this is just the whole circuit. So once we connect the solar panel, it should light up, especially when there's not enough light. So we will simulate the daytime and the nighttime. So during daytime, I'm gonna use my cell phone's flashlight and I'm gonna put it on top of the panel so the LED will automatically turn off and charge the battery. So that's daytime. But during nighttime, LED will automatically turn on and light up the house. So the next step we're gonna do is to put it inside the bottle. Now the bottle will be our receptacle. So we can choose from We have mineral water bottle, we have the juice bottles, and we have another juice bottle. We're gonna try using the soda bottle. It's my favorite, neon green Mountain Dew water bottle. No, Mountain Dew soda bottle. So it's just enough fit. So there you go. So you won't need a filler. So it's just the right fit for the battery. Okay. And to finish it, we need to make a cut on the cup using our cutter plier. And also there's a ring inside the cup. Make sure that you also cut it or you remove the whole ring. Okay, so our cup is ready. So we just have to slide it in here and push it down. Okay, that's tight. And next is to wrap an electrical tape on it. And it's done. We now have our solar night lamp in a bottle using the neon green soda bottle. And then we can do the same with the other bottles, with the other PET bottles, so that we can recycle them, and it will the PET plastic bottles will not go to our oceans, rivers, drainage systems. So our beneficiaries will be the gatekeepers of these plastics that would last 400 to 500 years. And in return, it will give them enough light within their houses for within 5 years. So we have this juice bottle. Now, as you can see, it's a bigger diameter water bottle compared to the soda bottle. So if you measure it, that is 35 or 34.9 millimeter. So that's way bigger than the soda bottle. So what we can do is, on the negative side of the battery, we put a cardboard and we wrap it on the battery, and then we put a tape on top so that it will fit the opening of the bottle. There you go. So the same with other bottles. If it's too big, just put something like a filler in between so that it would just be a snug fit. So for the cup, it's the same process. We just need to make a hole on the side. Make sure you also remove the ring inside the cup. Okay. Alright. Make sure it's just a snug fit and put a tape around it. And you're done. You now have another solar night lamp in a bottle. So we can do this on almost any PET bottles so that we can recycle them, and then we give them to the beneficiaries, which are the underprivileged of the great communities. Because here in the Philippines, we have 2.4 million households without electricity. So we aim to give them 2 solar night lamps in a bottle per house, and it would give them a lot of savings, and also the danger of kerosene lamps, so that they can go away with that and not spend on the kerosene gas anymore. So hello light heroes, so mato ang atong steps on how to assemble a solar night lamp in a bottle using our DIY kit, prep na daan for the design of solderless. So mo ni siya ron. Let's simulate during daytime mo na yato ang sun, and so if the solar panel will see or will detect sunlight, iyang i-off ang LED automatically. And during nighttime, automatic sa niya i-on ang LED. Okay? So dako kani nga tabang sa atong mga beneficiaries dito sa bukid, sa isla nga walay kuryente, instead of gamit sila og kerosene lamps, which is delikado og sunog, plus ang health effects po niya if sige ka og expose sa katong fumes sa kerosene, delikado sa nakayo. And daghang salamat. If now may question, you can comment below or send us a message. If you want to support the Light of Hope PH, just send us a message or send us an email, and we will gladly answer your questions.